He's failed at every step since activating the central tower. I suppose you could do better. Of course I could do better. I was raised to be emperor. This is my destiny, and some overly ambitious clerk is stealing it. At best, your precious leader should be my personal scribe. Rondo shifted his body to hide the fact that he dipped his hand into his pouch and wrapped it around the cool glass of the vial. You should mention that as well when they return. No doubt Lord Black will be delighted to hear your thoughts. Rondo shifted his gaze to the divot Lord Black had removed from Polymus's face. The would-be emperor winced. I'm no fool. Even as an immortal, I recognize I have no hope of defeating him in a direct confrontation. Then why are we having this conversation? Rondo asked. Because there are other ways to defeat him. With the girl's power, I could send the Black Dragon against him. Ring or not, there's no way he could defeat the mightiest dragon in the world. You can't even talk to Ariel, Rondo pointed out. Not now, but for every potion there's an antidote. If we lock ourselves in the tower, I can whip up a counter to the tongue-twister potion in a couple days. Then I'll be free to take my place as the true emperor, with you as my second. I can even share the secret of immortality with you. Rondo shook his head. Lord Black knows the tower combination. You could lock him out if you wanted to. He may know the current combination, but I know how to change it. My family built these towers. You think there are any secrets I don't know? Probably not, but as I said, there's no way I'm going to betray Lord Black. I'm willing to pretend this conversation never happened. That seems fair, right? You don't want to die and I don't want trouble. Let's just keep watch like we're supposed to. You disappoint me, Rondo. You truly do. Polymus pulled a dagger from a hidden sheath in his cloak. Rondo brought his hand around to throw the vial. It shattered against Polymus's chest and splattered green liquid all over him. Even as his body stiffened, Polymus lunged with the last of his strength. Rondo stumbled back, evading the blade. Polymus collapsed on top of Rondo's left leg, knocking him flat and pinning him to the ground. Something wet soaked into Rondo's thigh. As his body went rigid, it became clear that the paralytic had gotten through his pants. As he lay there, stiff as a board, all Rondo could think was that Shane was going to have a field day making fun of him. Leonidas flew back toward the tower, his mind racing. How would he defeat someone whose magic he couldn't absorb? There had to be a way. There was always a way. The dragons were the obvious answer, but his previous attempt to use them for something like that proved a disaster. If the girl could control more than one, that would be another matter. But as things stood now, a dragon was out of the question. You really saved my neck back there, boss. Thanks. Shade's voice snapped him back to reality. What happened? One old man shouldn't have given you any trouble. That old man knew his way around a sword. But you're right. If I'd had time, I could have worn him down. One of the bards showed up and lent him a hand. The ground grabbed my ankle and I was stuck. The bards have proven more formidable than I expected, Leonidas said. There were so many things that had proven more difficult than he'd expected. There were stray moments when he wished he'd never learned of the towers and their abilities. How many did you kill? Shade asked. None. I ran into the wizard that used dark energy to attack the tower. I couldn't absorb his magic. That isn't good. Leonidas barked a laugh. No, it certainly isn't good. I believed bringing Rend and Carttoom under my control would be the most difficult part of this enterprise. But now I'm certain that we have no hope of victory, unless I can figure out how to best that dark magic user. You'll come up with something, boss. You always do. Leonidas smiled at Shade's awkward attempt at reassurance. He had a point, though. Leonidas always came up with a solution, and today would be no different. A non-wizard couldn't lead the Dark Sages, so he found the one weapon every wizard feared. That was only one of many trials he had overcome to get where he was now. Ahead of them, the white light streaming into the central tower was like a beacon in the night. The moment he saw it, Leonidas knew what he had to do. The risk was incredible, but he saw no other path. He'd lost the fight because he ran out of magical power.